Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Jones looking to throw right away. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the numbers last week for Toney. 7 catches, 122 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
A first down carry by Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want them to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 64 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Draw play, Elliott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Cowboy offense is going to head out now late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. So holding will scratch off some of that return. And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do. On play action, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get three before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Jones throwing on first down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Ebron there to make the grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished up by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Here's Prescott. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he seized the Cowboys' starting job in 2021. 78 catches were third in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Afadi Adenabo. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher on the left hash. This from 48 yards. Maher able to put this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. back to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Micah Parsons was drafted as an off-the-ball linebacker, but the Cowboys discovered he might be pretty good at this pass rusher thing as well. 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and unanimously won the Rookie of the Year on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Here's Dak. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles